a running stitch, normal outline stitch. So the only thing I could do with this is I went and took this objects then and changed them. I went and took this objects and converted them all into stitches. So I'm going to close the eyes now of this. Let me just zoom in close by that you can actually see what I'm trying to say to you. Because perhaps I'm not... Okay, I'm going to close those. That's the one I'm standing on. I'm going to close those and those. All right. Have a look for me on the screen now on these stitches that's there. Can you see this? Some of these stitches are really long stitches. The needle penetration points is from there to there. So it's really long stitches. It's a one long stitch. It's a 12 point, most probably a 12.7 or a 12.5 millimeter stitch in total. You can't really see the yellow coming up on the screen, can you?
Not very well.
Okay, so that's the long ones. Now, if when I've taken that and I've put them over and I've made them, if you look on the right hand side, the objects that I've got there is just stitches. I'll take that away and I'm going to go and open these areas now. Okay, there's a stitch that I need to generate stitches with. Generate stitches, because that one was for some reason not generated. And generate stitches there. Okay, let's just open all these eyes. And you'll see that the stitches now are much shorter. Take it all the way to the top and say generate stitches. And the stitches are overall shorter than it used to be with the satin only. But these now that I've got here are now stitches. It's not satin anymore. If you look at the object, you can see the object is straightforward stitches that we have there. Okay, so...
And why do you think they're better than the satin stitches?
Judy, the only thing I was thinking of, somebody might want to do this on the back of a jacket. And if you're going to do it on the back of a jacket with satin stitches and you're going to wash it quite a lot, your picture will eventually pick up hammering from the washing and you will lose the quality of your picture because of that 12.5 millimeters between stitch penetration points.
Well, Philip, if you go back to the way it was before, you also saw those little broken stitches that were down next to the outline of the face, and those will be trims. There will be trims there. Ask me how I know.
Okay. But this is basically what my idea was then, is to convert. I've left both here so that I can show you both. And I'm going to leave both in the picture as well. When we finish with the final, we will go and delete the ones that we don't need anymore. And we can then go and save the two. We can go and save two of these EOF files and then do a stitch out with the stitches and do a stitch out with the satin. And see what the machine actually tells us. I'm thinking now at this stage that the machine might not like some of those satins that we have there. And that's the ones where I've closed the eyes now at the top. I hope that makes sense, Judy. Or the logic behind it makes sense. Why I'm doing it. Okay. Right. So and then I've gone down, and then on the hair at the top with the head, I've gone the same route there as well. I've basically used my 3 colors. And started off using the 3 colors. First color, second color, and again playing with different settings in the parameters, but exactly the same area, and making some of the random areas shorter and some of the random areas longer. That's the third one there. And then I went over the ear That one I only did in one color so far, so that I can just show you what the idea was there and the way that it's running. And it's running on top of the ear section there. So the inside part has got no extra parameters there. I mean extra bordering. The bordering is only on the outside area. And then the next one was the section down. Now this chappie at the bottom end here gave me a bit of a hard time, because when I started off with it, it gave me a complete crazy direction. And this is exactly where I actually went and created what Candice asked me, can I control the stitch direction? That was what you were looking for, Candy?
Yes, it was.
Okay. So if I go back and I look at this chap in here and I go and say edit, you can see now that I've removed some of the nodes that was there, and I went and created my segments and then added extra nodes afterwards and then move them so that I could control it. Because in the beginning when I started off, this stitches was going sideways and then crossing over to the side at the sorry, not to the side, to the bottom edge. So first of all, this node wasn't there, so I can go and delete that. And there's no way that I can undo or can I? There's no way that I can undo the segment. The segment, once it's done, it's there. So if I now go and say generate stitches, it gives you the direction there. And that long, connect the two nodes together, that's the one that controls this stitch out here. Okay, and tonight it's quiet. You may talk to me, please.
You don't want to hear what's going on at my house.
No, all right. I accept that, Judith. I accept that. Anybody else that wants to make a comment?
Can you zoom out just a little bit, Phil, so we can see what's going on the left-hand side?
Zoom out. You want it smaller?
Yeah, just a tad, because it's sort of slightly falling off the screen or the workspace. I couldn't quite see what you were doing with the nodes and things.
Is that better?
No, it's right. It's obviously right to the edge. No, that's not going to solve the problem then.
It's really going all the way to the edge, because if I put my canvas on at the back, you'll see if I put the canvas on the back, it's basically going all the way to the edge of the.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. So Candy created this guy's hairstyle for us. I made it a little bit more modern by adding this section.
Bad hair day.
And you'll see now when I zoom in, I've basically taken this section at the bottom here and I've made it longer. And I'm gonna take that now and gonna duplicate that so that I can give you the idea what I did with this. So I'm taking object number 39, standing on it, and have a look at the top icon bar. So we need to do another class again with all the new tools that's here now, because suddenly now we've got a massive amount of tools and icons that wasn't here before. But they were part of the program, but they just weren't icons. Okay, you can see now that we've got our auto repeat, which is basically added at the top, and a few other icons that's added to the top there.
Are they now called the new shortcuts?
Mm.
Yeah, that would be called new shortcuts. That's right, Jane. Okay, so I'm going to take this chappie, which is 39. I'm going to apply it twice. So I'm going to go to duplicate, apply to duplicate once, apply to duplicate twice, close that. So they're exactly the same color there. I'm going to change those colors for number 40 and for number 41 to two different colors. Because they're exactly the same now, I need to change their parameters so that they give us a different parameter size setting there. So I'm going to leave that as is, stop that one, but I might go and change my settings. Instead of having an envelope 7, go down to envelope number 5, and just apply that. That will give me immediate different design there. And I'm changing my density from 39.1, and don't ask me why. I just pulled the bar and the bar actually stopped there, so that's why it was 39.1. It wasn't something that I planned. And bring that in at the bottom. So that's the one there. And so OK, and generate stitches, and then go down. That color might not be 100%. Let's go to a nice orange, that's better. Take that one there and go and change the parameters on that chappy. And go, leave it on number 7. No, let's go for number 6. We've used 5. Go for 6. And then go and change, bring that density down to in the 20s. Apply, and then I'm going to take those two off. That one must stay on. Apply, that's done. And I need to add random embroidering to these edges. As I can see under the ear now, it's got a straight line there, and I don't want to have a straight line there. And that's going to bring it in. That's a fine for me. Yes, somebody wanted to ask me a question. I hope so.
I was going to say it's awfully abnormally straight. It's a pity we can't sort of curve into this.
I mean, add a wave to it, eh?
Main. Yeah.
Yeah. But if I go into, I am in 3D, let me just take the object off at the back there. If you look at the stitching there, you can see in the middle section there is a little bit, the density might be wrong here. If I go to the image side, you can see these here. Yeah, I know, I understand what you're saying, Diana. It would be nice if there was a little bit of, perhaps we should do it in two components.
Rather than a...
Do it in two components and do a section there and a section there so that you can control the direction of the two sections perhaps. That might be an answer there. But this last color that I've got here, the density is not what I'm looking for. I've got too much density there. So I need to take the density the other way around. Instead of 20, I'm going to take it up to about 40 something, from 39 to in the 40s. And apply that because I would like to have, yeah, that's better. Can you see the colors coming through now better there?
Yes.
So there's more of the other colors underneath it that's also coming through. So that's fine. I'm going to generate stitches there. Need to change these inside ones. Parameters, just change the inside ones, the inside random embroidering to 25. And apply, and that's done, and then take it with the last one and do exactly the same there as well, because we would like to, because I can't go outside my frame, otherwise we'll not be able to stitch it. So I need to go and do random embroidering on the inside to a 25, and then apply that, and then say generate stitches, and that's done. Alright, so that's the ones that we've got so far. If I get the answer back from Dusan in the week, we'll definitely apply that, because I would like to use that tool where you just go and draw the line and you just apply that furry type to that line there. Okay, there's one, there's an eye, there was an eye that was missing. And there's the top.